Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. When we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking again about that damn Ben Simmons once more. I'm sorry. I apologize that we have to pollute the airwaves and assault your senses with some more Ben Simmons news, but unfortunately, we have to. So what happened? Recently, we did a show on one of the biggest jokers we got going in the NBA, and none other than Ben Simmons himself. That damn Ben Simmons. He's just unreal. Ben Simmons brings out the worst in me. He brings out the worst in me. I don't know what to say, right? Ben Simmons went up there on media day. He sat up in the chair. The reporter sitting next to him. The reporter's sitting there reaching across to shake his hand. I'm looking at the guy like, why you want to shake his hand? But anyway, he reaches across to shake his hand. And they start asking Ben Simmons the question they've been asking him for what seems like the last 2-3 years now. Hey, Ben, how's your health doing? Ben then proceeds to respond with his usual, that grin on his face. Oh, you know, it's like, they must forgot about me. They must forgot about me. People act like I ain't that dude. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Look, for those of you who don't remember, I apologize. This is going to be an absolute assault on your senses, but we want to play a little bit of what this joker had to say at media day because it's going to give this show a lot of context when we come back. Take a listen to Ben Simmons here, please.
And Ben, first and foremost, from your mouth, just how are you feeling heading in after that second surgery?
Amazing.
Okay.
Took plenty of time off to get the body right, get through the rehab process, and I'm back playing, so excited to play.
So the plan will be you're available for training camp, and as of right now, you'll be available on opening night.
So compete and play. Yep, ready to go.
We talked to Cam Thomas. We talked to Cam Johnson. We were just discussing this, and they said you at the top and healthy 100% is going to make this team work like a well-oiled engine.
I think people forget, me as a player when I'm healthy. I could play basketball. I'm pretty good, right? So for me, it's just being consistent with that and staying on top of my body and just getting better every day and staying in the gym with these guys.
So when you made your season debut last year, and you almost had a triple-double, you were dominating the game without really even
being
scoring.
Healthy, without being 100%.
But that was my thing. So when you look at that and you look at the players around you, and everyone kind of has the nets slotted into where they believe it's going to happen, but it seems like you could be the difference maker. But that going back to that game in particular, you still feel like you have that where you can dominate a game even if you're not scoring.
Definitely. I feel like I just see the game differently. And for me, I feel like my IQ plays a huge role in that. And I'm able to get my guys going, get them open shots, and kind of dictate the pace of the game. So being healthy, being able to attack, being able to score, and do those things I was able to do prior will help.
Being healthy and being on the floor, you're the leader of this team, 3-time All-Star. What are your expectations with a healthy Ben Simmons for this team?
Just to push everybody. I think it's a whole new team, new coaches, expecting the best from everybody every day.
Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. You heard what Ben Simmons said. So what happened? One of the hottest sports shows in the sports media space, Cam and Mase, It Is What It Is, Come Talk to Me, right? They're there. Now, if you know anything about that show, Cam seems to be more outspoken than Mase. Mase seems to be a little bit more reserved, but when he does talk, he pretty much cuts through the nonsense and basically tells it like it is. Cam does as well, but Cam be trying to, give you a little soft landing. Mase just says his own, and that's it. And that's what happens. So they bring the topic, the moderator brings the topic to Mase and Cam. And apparently what she said to him was, Ben Simmons, I think, is number 14 all-time in NBA history in triple-doubles. And for whatever reason, Mase ended up getting annoyed by the simple thought of the total ineptitude that Ben Simmons has subjected us to over the last 2 years and absolutely went off on his ass. So for those of you who did not hear what Mase had to say about this joker, Ben Simmons, I'm going to play what he had to say for you now, and we're going to give you some more of the absolute absurdity surrounding Ben Simmons. Take a listen to Mase here.
What are your expectations for him this season, Mase?
You said he's 14th.
In triple-doubles in NBA history, he's tied.
14th?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's pretty high. Are they talking about players active or all time?
NBA all time.
I got to read that stat for myself. I can't take that
I'll
from
show
you
you
right now.
Look.
Stat.
Look, 14th.
With how many?
33. Then in front of him, Fat Lever, then Giannis, Sabonis, Larry Bird, James Harden. He's 14th all time.
All time. So now we're putting him in a category of Larry Bird and James Harden. And this gotta stop. This is definitely a come on my moment. No matter if you were 12, I don't care. Right now, you're Balenciaga Ben, your BCBG Ben, anything but basketball Ben right now. We're gonna keep it so firm, pause with you until you actually play. We haven't seen you since the green Bottega. The Bottega green you had on in Brooklyn. Right now, you're Bottega Ben. You got to put some buckets up, man. Are you healthy now? That's what we would want to know, because you let a lot of people in New York down. You gotta get back to playing basketball, and you gotta get back to playing at a high level. I remember you was coming out of LSU. I actually thought you was gonna be up there with LeBron. So when I'm saying this from a very disappointed place. You let me down, my. You just I don't know what else to say. You got to play basketball, and you got to play basketball right now. I don't want to hear no type of injuries that can be scrutinized as if you're playing around or milking the system. Pause. You've gotten enough bread out of everybody. It's time for you to play. I don't care about what Stat just read. She read that. I'm not reading that. What you got to say, Killer?
So you heard what Mase had to say. I want to take it a step further, because some people feel like, oh, he's going a little bit too hard on. I'm not. Matter of fact, I'm not even going hard enough. Let me give you guys some information here. Do y'all know how much Ben Simmons is about to get paid this year? Ben Simmons is slated to earn, get this, $40 million. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is about to earn $40 million this season. $40 million. I want to give you guys some information in terms of how much Ben Simmons has made over the last 2 years. Let me just give you guys some data here. Ben Simmons' salary last year, okay, he earned $37.8 million. The year prior to that, he earned $35.4 million. That type of number, those type of numbers are like all-star production, right? Let me give you the gaudy numbers that Ben Simmons put up in the last 2 seasons. 2 years ago, in 42 games, he averaged 7 points a game on 56% shooting, on 44% shooting from the free throw line. Last year, he averaged 6 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, shot 40% from the free throw line. I'm not mentioning threes because he didn't even bother to waste his time and hours. And he got you 7.9 rebounds and 5.7 assists. Those were Ben Simmons' numbers last year. In the last 2 seasons, Ben Simmons has earned over $65 million. In a total of 3 years, which include the last 2 seasons, and this year, Ben Simmons will be earning north of $100 million. So Ben Simmons has said he's going to come back this year. Oh, people, I'm here. Oh, he about to turn it all the way up. Y'all better be ready for Ben. Ben ain't playing around this year. If Ben Simmons comes back and assaults us with another triple single, if he assaults us, mugs us with another triple single, I think every sports media publication should roast his ass from game 20 all the way to the end of the season. Because those seasons, they said Uncle Ben had back problems. Okay? They said he had some back tightness. That's the reason why Uncle Ben didn't shoot so well. Now, I don't know what that has to do with the fact that he shot 44% from the free throw line and 40% from the free throw line last year. I don't know what that got to do with anything. But where we are in terms of our general sentiment about Uncle Ben, our general sentiment is everybody believes that Ben Simmons is the biggest joker going. And when you have celebrities like Mase and Cameron even went a step further. Oh, Ben Simmons is wasting everybody's time. They got a meme of this dude that's a graphic that looks like the Earth going around the orbit of the sun. But instead, it's Ben Simmons going around the orbit of his parlor because that's where he spends most of his time. You got Ben Simmons, he'll drop a mixtape every summer, which is him shooting jumpers. Then the season will start, then he'll get injured, mysteriously. And then he'll miss a whole bunch of games, and he'll come back again, drop another mixtape. And then just keep repeating this process. Repeat what he said is exactly what he said last year. It's exactly what he said last year. But what can you expect from Uncle Ben, the biggest joker in the entire NBA? These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please. Matter of fact, don't leave your thoughts. Don't even leave. It's a waste of time talking about it. But just ignore what I said. Catch you on the next show. Peace.